Straight up Tennessee family, happy Sunday and welcome tonight, man. It's going to be a fun night tonight. We have a very kind of in-depth show tonight, man. I'm excited about it. I think we're going to be able to kind of go wherever we want to go because I think that there are 5 massive questions heading into this week, man. This fall camp starts on Wednesday. You've been seeing all the players start to drop their media day photos of them in their uniforms. They looking tough, all of these things. Football's here, people. It's now the last week of July. August 1st is Friday. The excitement is here. 34 days, people, until that Tennessee orange straps up against, I don't even know what kind of ugly orange that Syracuse got in Atlanta. And I really think that there's a lot of questions, man, surrounding this program heading into fall camp this week. Obviously, we know what the major question is, but what are 5 things, man? We're going to dive into them today. I got my guy Dylan with me, man. You already know what it is. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day. Let's tap in tonight, man. Let's get it.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! Jahmai Meshack wins it! He needs a strike. Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee tonight, man. Y'all know what to do. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel, man. We have been leading up this entire Volume 5 to what this week is. And this week is the beginning of fall camp. Wednesday is going to be an amazing night as we kind of dive into the highlights of day one. What does Josh Heupel say on Tuesday? We're going to talk about that to start the show. I think there's just a lot of excitement surrounding the program now. Amidst the Boo Carter rumors and all of the drama that's been going on really since April with Nico. Dylan, it's just time to strap up, bro, and play some football, man.
Finally, bro, it's here. We got fall camp, and then it's 5 weeks till Syracuse. Let's go, bro.
And then 5 weeks fly by every year. Like, it feels like it takes forever to get here. And then, like, once we finally get here, bro, it's a different world.
Oh, yeah. And then the season flies by.
Oh, yeah, every year. I feel like the first 6 weeks, though, seems super slow. Like, I don't know what it is to me. It's like you get through those first few weeks and you're like, man, this is amazing. And then you look up and you're like, dang, we playing Vanderbilt, bro. Like, and then it's over. So,
every year.
Bro, this has nothing to do with tonight, but I was thinking about this. Do you think there's a world with how the college football playoff is now and how it's going to continue to change, right? Like, I feel like this was something that was an idea and it's going to remain an idea forever. I feel like it's like, what if we do this? What if we change this? What if we did this? Right? Like, I don't genuinely feel like the playoff is ever going to be a set in stone thing on how it runs yearly. But I kind of like, here's what I will say. I did not love the really good teams who lost in the first round, like not getting to play again. Like, do you think there's a world where, like, not that there's like a loser's bracket, but like you get to the playoff, but you still might have another bowl game? You know what I mean? Like, is there enough bowl games for that to even happen?
I mean, me personally, I don't think so. I don't like the format that it was last year anyway, because, I mean, you had Oregon go undefeated, and then they had to turn around and play Ohio State, who they just played anyway. So I didn't like that, but then you look at it.
It feels like they fixed that this year, right? Like,
for sure.
They fixed it because I do think that the seeding is going to matter way more because if you think about this, right, Tennessee would have been playing a home game against SMU. And there would have been clapped. They would have been clapped. Clapped. Right. Sure. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when it makes sense. Like, let's make it like the NCAA tournament, right? 1 play 16, 2 play 15. Like, and I think that's where they fumbled in year 1 for sure, because golly, the fact that 8 and 9, we had to play Ohio State and it wasn't even, that just was, yeah, that was a whole nother thing. But I just wonder if there's a world where like there's something like I don't know, like if there's another way, like maybe the first round lose. I don't know. I just like more football, right? Like I hated how, you know, you go up there, you get your butt kicked, and it's wraps. Good season.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? And I mean that could happen for normal teams that make regular bowls. But like I don't know. I feel like you make it to the dang playoff, man. You should at least get 2 games somehow.
For sure. I mean, it could be worse. Alabama made it to a bowl. We saw what happened to them, bro.
Oh, I'll forever be able to just hang that over Steven's head. I can't. I just love it. But guys, you know, we dropped a video. I guess it was Thursday night or Friday morning. I don't remember, about Boo Carter and the number 23 jersey being up for grabs this fall camp. Well, things have just been very interesting with this case. I you know, that was straight clickbait, by the way, people. That's what we do, right? Like, that's how we build a channel, right? But the thing I really do think about this entire situation is it's showing a massive sign of immaturity in Boo, his family even. It's not necessarily, I don't think, directly affecting the program. I think everybody in that locker room knows what the heck's going on. We are just all suspecting because we are fans, bro. Like we gonna say what we want to say. We're all we don't genuinely know what's going on, and that's okay. But I do think that there was something that may or may not have clicked with Boo Carter, because if you guys have not heard the latest news, Boo Carter is actually suspected and supposed to show up tomorrow and report to camp tomorrow. He has been back in Knoxville from California for, I guess now what will we say today is day number 6. He got Tuesday last week.
Yeah.
Yep. And so he's been back. What he's been doing, I can't speak to that. I don't know, but he is expected to report to camp and the initial position group meetings tomorrow morning there at the facility. Dylan, do you think does this make his season a wash, right? Like, is Boo Carter, everything obviously is annoying and it's very, very childish. Like I said, it's a sign of immaturity. But is there a world where Boo doesn't start?
I wouldn't think so, because I mean, just the lack of depth that we have right there at that spot anyway. And that's at both receiver and star, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't necessarily call it a wash from a coaching perspective, because I mean, at the end of the day, you got to play your best guys if you want to win games.
Yeah.
So you got to take that into account. But if Boo goes out there and he falls flat on his face, that's on him for sure. I mean, we put all this on your plate. You said you wanted to play receiver. We gave you that. You didn't do nothing with it. That's all you.
Yeah, I you know, all I'm hearing from the outside, like as far as just like other fans like us, bro, like I'm just hearing everybody like there's a locker room problem. Heupel's lost the team. Has Heupel? It's like, guys, and somebody even said on one of the videos that we posted, said this isn't happening anywhere else in the country. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is all the time, actually, in this NIL era. Because these kids, like I said, they have no accountability. If they don't want you to represent them, they ain't even got to tell you that you're not representing. Like it, unless there's contracts and stuff involved with this agent, man. Sometimes, man, these kids just doing whatever they want to right now because money is involved, man. And, you know, I saw a crazy video today from this YouTuber. He's now kind of like an influencer. Played football at UCLA last year. I don't know if you've seen this cat, but he was talking about, and he's like a money guy now. Like he's a very like influential kind of like blogger but talks about money and how to make it. And he was talking about his NIL from last year. He was like, he played somewhere before UCLA, but he was at UCLA the last 2 years. And he was like, and I never really like quite bursted through to like start. He's like, I was always number 2. So like I played, but I was never like that guy. And he was like, but there was still money to be made. And he like goes through the entire year of 2024. It was like January, he made like $3,000. Which is like NIL is like, that's nothing really, right? And then he goes to February and it's like 5, and then it's like 3 again, then 4. You get closer to the season, it was like June, and he made like $8,000. And he was like, this is when he signed an agent. He signed an agent in June. So he went from like $8,000, then he went back down to 6. And then August, when the season started, he had like 15 bands that month. And then 15 went to like 28. And then 28 went back down to like 17. But basically at the end of the year, he said he made about $107K as a number 2 guy. So when we're talking about NIL, guys, like the number 2 guys making 100,
right?
They making money. And so this is why when people say, well, Boo's leaving because of money, I'm like, no. This has nothing to do with finances, bro. This is all about just an immature decision to not show up when you are supposed to show up. And yes, they say that summer workouts are voluntary, quote unquote. There's nothing voluntary about summer workouts. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. That's immaturity. If you think when they say voluntary workouts that you don't show up, that's when you dumb. Yeah. You dumb. That's not smart. And so Dylan, I mean, looks like he's going to show up tomorrow. Supposedly Heupel meets with the media on Tuesday, and I'm sure that's going to be one of those first questions. I mean, like, we know Heupel. He's not going to answer that any way we want him to. So I think, guys, all we need to look forward to is, does Boo Carter show up Wednesday morning at camp? Does he show? Not tomorrow. Tomorrow he's going to show up. I believe it. But does he dress out with his helmet on and that number 2-3 on Wednesday? That's going to be the question. And I think he will. And I think it's just now going to be dependent on him. I think there's going to be probably levels of punishment, wouldn't you say? Like, I feel like there's going to be something he's got to do to earn that respect and trust of his teammates back, because at the end of the day, those are the guys that's riding for you. So, like, I don't know. Like, what do you do here? Right. I mean, obviously you want your guy back on the football field, but what are you doing? Like, what are you doing to make sure he understands, dummy, don't do this again? Like, I don't know.
I don't know either, to be honest with you, because then I'm sorry, and running some stadium steps ain't gonna get you that respect back.
Nah, you're gonna have to take a lap around Tom Black track. Maybe 50 of them.
Right. But man, it's just so weird nowadays to have this stuff going on like a week before fall camp starts. Because I mean, you got to think that, like, okay, leadership on the team called you out for it. You got smart with it. You didn't like it. You went out to California. Okay, so you're not only talking back to your teammates, guys that are older than you, guys that got more experience than you, but then you're going to talk back to them and then run off to California for like however knows long, and then you just gonna come back and we straight now? I don't know about you, me personally, that just pissed me off more.
But, dude, I'm not even playing, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I'm hot. It's like one of them, like, I don't even want to see you in the street, bro. Like, because then we really off campus. Like, look, what's really good? You know what I mean?
For sure. It just sucks nowadays with tampering and the portal ain't even open. These kids can still go if they want to go.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's
people
insane.
ask so many questions over the weekend, like, how is it possible that he can go somewhere else? I'm like, guys, they will find a way. It's not about like, that's not right. Well, a lot of things ain't right in life, and somehow they still happen, right? And that's one of the things. I feel like if he genuinely was going to leave, it was not going to be an issue for him to do it. And somehow they were going to make it happen. Somehow they were going to make it happen.
For sure.
I don't know how, but somehow they were going to do it. So that in itself is kind of frustrating, actually, when you think about it that way.
Oh, yeah.
So, but man, let's dive in, man. I'm excited for tonight, man. I think these the excitement of fall camp is real. And, you know, I know you saw Joey's post, but that boy looked hard in that sick. Boy.
You know what
Hey,
I like, bro?
Hey.
You know what I like?
What you like,
We
bro?
ain't got a quarterback that looks like a toothpick no more.
No. Yes,
That boy
bro.
he fills out that jersey.
Yes, sir. That's what we need, man. And I'm
For
telling
sure.
y'all, bro, he's solid. He's 6'3", easy 220. I mean, and that's real 220. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell in the legs, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I saw, listen, now hold on before we dive all the way in. The picture of the three freshmen, Dotson, Trav, and Rad. Travis Smith is ready to play now. Radarius Jackson is ready to play now, bro. Them cats are ready to play now. And I can't wait. We're going to talk about them. Obviously, y'all think, yeah, like you guys got to know that's one of the top 5 we actually have is the questions. But those Travis Smith's quads, my boy. I'm like, dude, you 18 like this, bro? Okay. All right.
Yeah. You seen his basketball highlights?
Different.
That boy can jump out the gym, too.
Different. So I'm like, this is just a taste of what we're gonna get, bro. So yeah, let's dive in, man. Let's dive in. So obviously you can see in the title, guys, what are the top 5 questions we have heading into fall camp this week? There's a lot of questions, man. I had 10 and I was like, that'll be a long night. But I shrunk it down to 5, and I thought that these were the 5 biggest questions. And they're real legit like cliffhangers because there's potential in every question I have, but there's also concern. And I think, you know, leading into camp, we had the feeling that we weren't concerned, right? I think with Nico being here, we were like, hey, it's year 2. Typically, Heupel's quarterbacks in a system within the second year, everywhere he's been, the numbers have doubled, tripled, or just gotten better just as a whole. Well, he's gone. So we're replacing a quarterback, which we'll talk about later. But the first biggest question that I have at number 5 is this, Dylan. What is going to be the progression of David Sanders and this entire offensive line? Right? We're excited. I think everybody knows Sam Pendleton, the transfer from Notre Dame, Wendell Moy, the transfer from Arizona. Obviously, you get Lance Hurd back. And then you get excited about the 5-star, the first 5-star offensive lineman that Glenn Ellerbe has recruited to Tennessee, right? And then you're kind of left with a question mark right now at center. Does Sam Pendleton slide in and play center for you in 2025? Where is William Satterwhite? Is he ready to go? Is this going to be one of those is Satterwhite going to be a guy that we finally see from a Glenn Ellerbe coached position group play meaningful downs, not throwaway and garbage time? Is this going to be a guy that's been developing in the system and is ready to go? I have major questions about David Sanders. I'm excited about him, but is he ready? He looks the part. I think he's gained, 25 pounds since he's got to Knoxville? He was at 270. Now he's at 295?
Yeah, I think he made it up 30 pounds now. I think he's right around 300.
So that's what we needed. We needed to know him at right, that he was going to be able to not only hold the weight, but still be agile and have that punch that he had in high school, right? So what about this group, Dylan, worries you? And then what about this group excites you?
Me personally, what worries me is the lack of chemistry because we've only got one guy coming back that was from the team last year, and it was Lance Hurd. Now, granted, with Lance Hurd, everything that I've heard about him so far, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if he's an all-SEC left tackle this year because the hype around him, just seeing how much that he's slimmed down, he looks like he got it.
You know who his body type looks like right now?
What's that?
He looks just like Darnell did.
Yeah.
Like just a massive human. And but his torso has really slimmed down.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing that you want with your tackles. You don't want that big gut falling out the jersey in your tackles. That's fine with guards and centers, but when you get to your tackles, I mean, you see how Darnell was in 22. And that's really what we got in David too. I mean, he's got a really compact upper body, but his lower body is just tree trunks.
Yeah.
And so if he can use that athleticism not only in pass protection, but in getting downfield, getting across on trap plays, stuff like that, we're going to be golden on the edges.
What worries you or excites you, I guess? I think
What
that's you just
excites
answered
me?
that. Yeah.
But I mean, what excites me is we finally got one of Glenn Elliby's guys in there. I mean, he ain't gonna be the only one because I've heard a lot of good things about William Satterwhite, but I can't say all of them on here. That's why I tell y'all to join Discord. But from everything that I've heard about Satterwhite, we're gonna be okay because now we're going into fall camp. This can change, but I've heard it's gonna be Hurd, Pendleton, Satterwhite, Moy, Sanders. That's the crew that they like right now.
I like Satterwhite. I don't think people have seen him, obviously, because we've been blessed by Cooper Mays the last 3 years, right? Like, I mean, really, it's been 4, but, you know, meaningful years for him.
Right.
22, 23, 24. And then, so I like Satterwhite. I think he's got the quickness to play center. I think he's got the mindset to play center. Right now, what worries me about William Satterwhite is the experience, right? He's been there, right? He's a redshirt sophomore this year. So he's a junior in the classroom, right?
I think he's a redshirt freshman.
Is he a redshirt freshman? Was last year his first year?
Think so.
I think
Because
you're
I think
right.
I think it was Addison Nichols in the room and it was somebody else, and both of them transferred out.
Yep, you're right. Yep, he's a redshirt freshman. Yep.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the guy, the perfect build. He literally looks like Parker Brailsford from Alabama. Like, again, he doesn't have this gut hanging over his belly, but his legs are very, very, very built, ready to explode off the ball after snap, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what does Jesse Perry look like, right? Like, what is Sham going to do, right? Sham isn't bad. I feel like Sham is going to be perfect there because, guys, the fact of the matter is this offensive line, if they make it through the entire season together, no injuries, boy, pay the strength and conditioning coach an extra milli. You hear me? He deserves it. We know that there's going to be injuries. That's the first place there's going to be injuries, man. It's the offensive line. And so my question is not the starters. It's the 2 deep, the 3 deep even, right? Like, does Bennett Warren play football for Tennessee this year? Right? Like, I'm thinking that way. Max Anderson. Does Max Anderson play football for Tennessee this year? This is when you get into the Ellerby guys. Like, can they produce? Because if Lance Hurd goes down, my assumption is you're moving David to left, and then you're bringing Jesse Perry in. Am I wrong about that?
Either Jesse Perry or Bennett Warren.
One of the two.
And this is what kind of makes me mad about Ellerby because we got a guy in Sham Umarov who's 6'7", 330, and we're playing him a guard. Kick that kid out for tackle, bro. Come on.
That man is a tackle, bro.
Right.
But it is what it is. I think they like his hands there at guard. I think I feel like in guard in our system, right? Like there are some pools there, especially when we're running counter. Mm-hmm. And so you do want like a guy like Sham there. You do. Like, so I do understand that.
Right.
But I think Moy and Pendleton, man, God almighty. Y'all,
I said it a few weeks ago.
I don't want to say this right now, but I'm going to. I think we got better at tackle. I mean, at guard. Sorry. I think we got better. I think we got way better at guard. Spraggs couldn't stay healthy last year. It is what it is. And then, I mean, that other guard position with Andre Carrick, like he was never healthy, bro. He couldn't stay healthy. And so you saw Sham last year a lot, and he played great minutes when he wasn't hurt. Right? So I'm excited about the O-line. There's always questions just because the 2 deep, 3 deep, are these guys actually ready to play? We're gonna find out here Wednesday, man. I'm excited about that group. Number 4, the number 4 top question that we have leading in to fall camp is this cornerback, and I mean, just go ahead and say the DB room as a whole without Jermod McCoy. I know we're excited, like we're hopeful, right? We know about the transfer in Colton Hood from Colorado. We know J Mac is going to be ready to play as far as Jalen McMurray. Ricky Gibson is going to be ready to play his 3rd year starting in the system. We know that there will be guys ready to play, but once again, Dylan, the continuity, the chemistry with your leader in the back end now and Jermod McCoy not being there, right? I don't think per se Jermod was the vocal leader of the group. I think the vocal leader of the group is Andre Turrentine. I think Tim Banks, and I really think Willie, they like having the safeties kind of make those adjustments in game, right? You don't see Jermod or Ricky yelling from one side of the field to the other, making adjustments. You see the safeties coming down, getting into the corners, right? And so I think Andre is going to be that guy that kind of mans those signals, those coverages, those shells back there in the back end. But you just can't replace the production in Jermod McCoy. When do you think we get him back? And what do you think this group looks like without him?
From everything that I've heard, I do think we get him back before Georgia, but there's just no telling when he will officially be back yet. But man, without him, I feel like we can be good, but not as good as if we had him. I mean, Colton Hood is a dude. We all know that. Jalen McMurray, same dude. Ricky Gibson, we had that conversation. But the safeties, that's what really scares me, is because Jermod was the guy that you could put out there on the island with no safety over the top, and you could feel confident. But now that we've had so many safeties hit the portal, I don't remember what the official number was, but I know Jack Thomas is gone, John Slaughter is gone, and then Jordan Thomas is always hurt. There's going to have to be some young guys that step up. And I've heard Idris Farouk is doing that. I know Andre Turrentine has earned his share, but what is the chemistry going to look like there? We can't have busted coverages at Syracuse. We can't have busted coverages at Georgia. So we just got to lock in with our young guys and hope that we can get them back sooner than we plan.
What if Jordan Thomas is healthy? Is Jordan too deep at star, or is he going to be too deep at safety? Like, what do you think there? Because I don't know. I feel like he can play strong. I feel like he can play star. He played a lot of star in 2023 when T-Mac was here, right? Like that last year with those Cats, he was there playing a lot of star for us. I just don't know where he fits in. It's literally really honestly been like 2 years of no football. Like, where does he fit in right now?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know if he was going to make the team going into this offseason, just because he's been hurt so much. And then we already lost. I believe Cam Miller was in the same corner class that he was in. He ended up at Memphis. And then there was another one that I think transferred to Louisville or somewhere. So I didn't know if he was going to be gone or what, because he hasn't had a whole lot of experience no matter where we put him, because we've had him at strong, we've had him at star, and he just ends up getting hurt. But right now, I feel like I would want him to be backing up Boo and Idris Farouk. And just in case one of them goes down, we could slide him in and feel confident. But gun to my head, I mean, if I had it my way,
a lot of good things about a guy from Nashville named Caleb Beasley.
Yeah.
And I've heard that they've officially moved him to safety and that he is hunting heads and catching picks.
Yeah. I don't know if he would be a free or strong, though.
I don't either. His body type is definitely more of a free safety.
Yeah.
And the speed, but I don't know. I don't know what they'll do with him.
I don't know either. That's why if I had it my way, I would slide Boo back to strong and I'd put Jordan at star. But I don't know.
I think that this is when you talk about the young guys that you've recruited, these are probably the most ready, like play now ready guys, I think. Right. I forgot about like Jackson Matthews, and I forgot about like Marcus Goree, right? Like I forgot about like don't let me forget Dylan Lewis, right? Like these young guys can go play now, dude. And I think while the corner position, and in my opinion, I'm still not that nervous. You just miss the production, man. Like you're not number one rated corner on a football game and like you garbage. Like, come on, bro. You're not the number one rated corner according to PFF for no reason. Like missing that production is going to hurt. Now, do I think that that's going to kill us against Syracuse and ETSU? Nah, no. Syracuse lost their best receiver in Trey Rapina. He went to Penn State. He left Syracuse and went to Penn State. Like that was their best receiver, right? And so I don't know. I don't like that we have to play without him, but I don't have like anxiety not having him, if that makes sense. Not until we get to Georgia, because I mean, goodness gracious, I need 3-on-1. I need number 3, Jermon McCoy, on number 1, Zach Branch. The whole game, following him. I don't care where he's at. Backfield, you in the backfield with him. We playing a boxing one like basketball. like I need him not touching the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, okay. Yep. I love this group of defensive backs, but I do agree with you. The safety position is where I am the most nervous. Not because and I've said this a lot, y'all, the last few weeks, not because we're not talented, but because we're not experienced, right? Like that's the one position that we really do not have a lot of experience there at safety. We got a lot of talent, but these guys have not played meaningful downs for us other than Andre Turrentine and Boo Carter, obviously. But Dylan, the third question we have right here. Who is going to be RB1? I have a lot of questions about this. I have a lot of comments about this. I think you hear the name Deshaun Bishop and everybody's like, oh, he's a local kid. Yeah, his first year he hurt his ankle. And, last year he was good. Y'all, the dude didn't even have like 150 carries and had almost 500 yards rushing. That should tell you all you need to know about a guy that's now hopefully going to get 150 carries and maybe have 800-900 yards rushing. Then you can't forget about a freshman in Peyton Lewis, right? Like the guy is built to play in the SEC. Then you get a great transfer, man, who toted the rock for over 200 carries last year, Star Thomas, right? I feel like this room, last year, Dylan Sampson, you can't replace who Dylan Sampson was, but you can replace the production of a room. And I think we've done that well. I think this room is better than our room last year. And you're like, Ruck, duh. I mean, but how are they better? They don't have Dylan Sampson. I understand that, but that's all we had. Like we had D Bish, we had P. Lou, but we didn't trust those guys yet. And if we want to be honest, y'all know D Samp, my boy. Had him on the show. Love that dude. I feel like he is a great guy. That dude fumbled more last year than I have ever seen a running back in our system fumble. Big fumbles. Big fumbles. Y'all remember Alabama? Okay.
It was always the worst time.
I'm just trying to remind y'all remember Vanderbilt? I'm Florida. Y'all remember these games, right? Arkansas. I'm just saying. We can't put the ball on the ground this year, bro. And I like this room. The question is, who is going to get the most carries? I don't know. I think they're high on Peyton Lewis, but I think Peyton's going to end up in that 80 to 110 carry type year. He might have more. He may surprise me and just be a dog, right? But I feel like Deshaun Bishop needs the most carries. That's just me.
I could see that. I'll tell you what I like, though, is that we're going into camp and there's no clear favorite for RB1,
And I love
2,
that.
or 3.
Yep.
We don't know what any of these guys can do right now. So that just gives me so much hope because it's going to be all these guys challenging each other. Okay, I don't want to be third on the depth chart. I'm going to outwork you. Okay, they're going to go through all the fall camp. They're going to go through Syracuse and ETSU. They're going to be fighting for every yard they can because they want to play more. That's a great thing for us as fans. And so who do I think starts? I feel like the season starts with Deshaun Bishop. I think we end with Star Thomas. I think that he's like that. You don't just take a flyer on a running back like that if you don't know something.
I agree. I do agree with that. And I mean, I just think he he has the most experience in that room. Playing against good teams, right? I know he's in the ACC. I know he played for Duke, but they play Clemson. They play Georgia Tech. They play good teams. I think that Star Thomas is going to be able to come in early and set. I feel like he's a tone setter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me set the tone, and then let me show you how we gonna do this all year. And then the younger guys in Bishop and Lewis are like, now let me be that lightning bulb.
Facts. Man, I'll
Let
tell
me
you
be
what,
that
another
spark.
thing.
I think
Star
Star sets the
Thomas.
tone.
Star Thomas has the experience, and that also means pass protection.
Yes,
They're going to trust him a whole lot more in there than any of these other two guys.
I agree. I mean, I would too. I mean,
Sure.
not just for the experience, bro, but that dude ain't small, bro. That man's 6 foot 210.
Oh, yeah.
He ready to block. You hear what I'm saying? He ready to block. He ready to block. And you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. Something about Heupel, bro. It's wild. How he always get a running back from Louisiana, man. Star Thomas, another Louisiana cat, bro. Dylan Sampson was a Louisiana cat. Them Louisiana dudes run different, bro.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what
Big
they put in
Orange.
the water down there.
Hey, Big Orange in the chat. What's up, bro? He says, I believe Aguilar will start. Dude is 24. He has the experience. We'll get to that here in a few because I already know that's going to take 20, 30 minutes. And it shouldn't, but it's going to. So I like what you said. Bishop is going to get the start, but I think at the end, when we get to when we're strapping up the pads in week 11, 12 against Florida, Star Thomas is that guy. I can see that. There's a world where I really see that, bro. I see that. So, y'all, number 2, second to last question that we have heading into fall camp is this, and I know we're going to sit these last 2 for the next 20 minutes. I already know. What is the wide receiver room going to be? What is the wide receiver room going to be? Obviously, you getting back a 5-star in Mike Matthews. Little to no production last year. A lot of that was on him, his work habits, his work ethic in the building, understanding scheme, understanding the position of wide receiver in this offense. You get a young guy in Braylon Staley, highly touted 4-star from the same place as Jalen Hyatt there in South Carolina. That's all I got to say. And then you obviously get the experienced guy in Chris Brazzell back, the transfer from Tulane last year, which, man, I don't think we give Braz enough credit. I know we knock him a lot for the drops and the lack of effort on some plays out there. But man, I went back and watched that Florida game this week, Dylan, and man, that dude was open a lot and we couldn't hit him. That dude was open a lot, man. He was putting his whole body out there for people, bro. Like running across the middle, catching crazy dots, comeback routes. I mean, like Braz had a really, let me say this, as a body of work, it was very mid. But there were a lot of games where he would have had a whole lot of numbers had we just hit him. And we couldn't hit him. And so I'm excited to see what he's like in 2025, right? And then let's go to the two deep, right? Obviously, you have Amari Jefferson. What's the health of Amari? Like, where's he at? What's he going to be like? Is he strapping up the pads on Wednesday? Obviously, they're not in full pads Wednesday, but y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, is he going to be out there full speed, ready to go on Wednesday, right? Then after Amari, I mean, throw Boo Carter's name in there, right? He is going to be playing some receiver for Tennessee. How much? We don't know. But he is a part of the depth piece there at that position. And then you get into the freshmen, right? You get into Travis Smith, the 4-star from Georgia. Then you get into Rodarius Jackson, another 4-star from Tennessee. Then you have Mr. Dotson himself, another guy from here in Tennessee, who, if y'all haven't seen that dude, hey, man, I ain't never seen somebody catch a slip screen and just get going like that. Like that, right? I'm not saying he's going to play big minutes for Tennessee, but look for him to be kind of the, like, kind of jackknife kind of dude, right? Like, I feel like if Amari Jefferson can't give it a go and Boo Carter's just exhausted, look for him on like a second down, just a random screen every now and then. That kid wheels. And then after you get through him, I mean, obviously you got walk-ons. I feel like there are a lot of questions with this room because there are a lot of guys that haven't proven anything. But Dylan, I hesitate to say this, but I'm just going to say it straight up this way. This might be the most talented receiver room we've ever had under Heupel.
For sure. And it's the freshest. Because you got to think of, okay, we had Tillman, but Tillman, I think he got hurt every year he was here. And then we had Hyatt. Okay, Hyatt was great in 22, but we only really had that 1 year. His other years were all right. If Braylon can stay consistent, if he can use his speed and we can trust Joey to hit him, I think he has a better year than Jalen Hyatt did in 22. I have that much trust in Braylon Staley. And then we got Mike Matthews on the other side to dictate the coverage. We got Chris Brazell. He's experienced. He knows all the soft spots in the zones. He's just going to go to his zone and sit. And that's all you got to do. Just sit in that zone, wait on Joey. So if we can get that 3 combo and mix it in with accurate quarterback play, and then you sprinkle in an end around from Rodarius Jackson. You sprinkle in, okay, here comes Travis Smith to fill in for Mike every other drive. And then you get Joaquin Dotson, who comes in on like a gadget play for a screen or something like that. There's so much that you can draw up with this receiving core that you just couldn't with the last group. And that's what gives me so much hope and so much faith, is because we have the athleticism now. A lot of our other guys, like a Caleb Webb, he could jump out of the gym, but he just didn't have the separation. Other guys like Chaz Nimrod, he could separate, but he wouldn't catch every ball that you needed him to. So if we can just coach these guys up, give them the hands that they need, and we can get the quarterback play to tag along with it, it could easily be a return to the 22 offense.
I just got excited thinking about next year.
For sure, bro.
Because then you get Legend Bay and Tyreek King. And I mean, I'm going to just manifest it. And Tristan Keys. That room might be scary.
Oh, yeah.
I think, like you said, there is a theme in what Heupel has recruited now that we've seen. We did a lot with the guys that were there. Jalen Hyatt, right? Cedric Tillman, bringing in Brew McCoy. We always have a bruiser, right? Like there's always a bruiser. But I think this year you'll see that bruiser is not a receiver. It's a tight end. You got Kisselman and Davis, and those guys are going to play a lot. They are going to play a lot. and they are going to do what Brew McCoy was able to do for us. They are going to be able to obliterate zones, sit, and make catches. They don't drop the ball. That's the thing that I love about those two cats, bro. If the ball is coming, they catching it. I mean, and I love that about those two tight ends. And then you can't forget about Van Dorsler and Deshaun Brain. So those two cats, special. But the talent and the theme that Heupel has done is Travis Smith reminds me, Dylan, a lot of the guy that just left Tennessee, and Dante Thornton. Tall, stretchy guy who may not catch a screen and get loose with it, but try to run with him. Try to run with him. And then you see a guy in Rodarius Jackson, young guy, highly touted, very high star recruit. Thought that we weren't going to get him. I thought he was a Georgia lock. I really did. That guy reminds me of a guy that was in the system year one, who I wish we would have had a whole lot more, by the name of Javonte Payton. Quick, agile, will cut you up if he catches something. I don't know if y'all remember 2021, but y'all remember Kentucky in 2021? First play of the game, screen to the crib. That's what you're getting from Rodarius Jackson. He gonna cut you up. He gonna make you look silly out there and have fun while doing it. And then I just think Mike Matthews, he's your prototypical 5-star type of receiver. Can do it all, playing outside because of his catch radius, and he will go get the ball. He's only 6 foot, but he will go get the ball. The most exciting guy in that group for me is Braylon Staley. I think Braylon Staley has he has the opportunity to go be as great as he wants to be, bro. I think that he's set up to be so dynamic in this offense in that slot. As long as he's consistent all year, like he gives the room no doubt that someone else should be playing. That's when I know like he's going to be ready to go, bro. And so it's just an athletic room too. I think that's another exciting piece. It's very athletic. And while we know the best rooms we've had is when we went 3 to 4 deep, but man, I'd love to see these guys play a lot. I'd love to see this rotation, how it's going to work, and who's going to be ready to play. Because, man, these young guys now, like, if y'all really want to play, this is your opportunity to play now. Because everybody in the entire college football landscape doesn't understand why Tennessee didn't go and get a receiver in the portal. Now you can show them why. That's what I'm excited about, right? So who shines in this group? Right? Like, that's my question. Who is going to shine in this group? Is it going to be a freshman that kind of comes out of nowhere? Is it who we think it should be in Mike Matthews? We don't know. But that's why camp starts in 3 days, people. That's why camp starts in 3 days, and we get to find out who is going to be that person that shines in that receiver room. Who do you hope it is, Dylan?
You already know my answer. It's Rad Jackson, bro. Come on now.
Dylan is high on Rad because he's seen the man in the flesh already.
I'm telling you.
Tell the story. Tell the story. I heard the story, but tell the story.
All right. So Rad Jackson, people call him Radar too, which is fire. But I've seen this kid in a game. I'm pretty sure it's in his little highlights. But if you watch it, he will take a screen just like the ones that we were all complaining about in 23 and 24. He will take that screen. There will be one guy in front of him. There'll be 3 corners in front of him. It don't matter. I'll watch this kid juke one out, spin, and then outrun the last one like 80 yards, touchdown. What else do I need to say, bro? That one play will get you an offer.
I need that. I need that. I can't wait to see him, man. I mean, he showed out in the orange and white game for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So
I hate I missed it, bro.
hey, he showed out. I didn't get to watch it, obviously, because they didn't stream it, but there was a lot of clips. So, y'all, the last question, man, that we have, the number one question we have heading into fall camp on Wednesday is this, man. And who is QB1? We've been leading up to this moment. Who comes out of camp and is the quarterback of the Tennessee Volunteers? I think, just like you said earlier, Big Orange, you said Joey Aguilar is QB1, 24, has the experience. I think it's got to be Joey Aguilar, man. For multiple reasons, not because of the experience, but I think that when Heupel says this one phrase a lot when he talks about positions, like, we are going to play the person who gives us the best chance to win. He says that. That's what he says. There's no way you can tell me, and I'm not hating. I promise you I'm not hating, because if Jake Merklinger rolls out there against Syracuse, I'm turned up. I'm like, let's ride. Let's do it. But you cannot tell me he's ready to play against Syracuse in 34 days. You cannot tell me. I don't care about being in the system, bro. This is deeper than the being in a system, bro. This is having that dog in you, bro. Like, there's a different type of something you just got to have, right? It's not about you got to have that dog in you, bro. And me and Turner were laughing about this, but when they were, spring camps over and they're all posting their pictures without Nico, and Jake posts something and then he had the wackest song attached to the post. And it was like some country whack song. And Turner was like, bruh, this cannot be my quarterback. I don't remember what it was, bro. I have to go look at it, bro. I'm actually going to look at it right now because it was so trash, bro. But he was like, this cannot be my quarterback, bro. It was the Kenny Chesney, American Kids.
Oh, man.
He can't. And that's his last post since forever. So, Dylan, obviously.
That's not even good Kenny Chesney, bro.
Nah, man. Give me something a little better, man.
Right.
But I think it's got to be Joey, man. It's got to be Joey Aguilar. It's not just about experience. For me, it's about the dog, right? You've played in big games. I don't care where the game was at. I don't care where the game was at. What was the magnitude of the game for your program? He's played in those games. He is going to let the ball fly. That's what we need. That is more than that is what we need at Tennessee. We don't need somebody that's just going to come in and, okay, yeah, guys, let's take care of the ball. And you know what? I'm scared. I don't want to throw the ball today downfield. No. We don't want to do that. We don't need to do that. Did you see what happened when we took chances in 2022? I think about the one ball that Hendon threw that was just chance. He just said, you know what? I'm going to throw it up and we're going to see what happens. Ramel Keaton on the 99-yard touchdown drive before the half against Florida, when Ramel Keaton made the diving catch. Hendon just saw one-on-one and said, I'm just going to throw it. And the catch was made. I ain't seen that in 2 years, y'all. And I think we're going to get that with Joey Aguilar. I want to share something with y'all real quick. Everybody that's watching live on YouTube, there's a really, really great image. Dylan actually shared it in the Discord. For those of you that don't, you're not joined the channel, you're not in here. But he showed this right here, this quarterback comparison chart of Joey Aguilar and Nico. Okay, so if y'all have never seen this was mind-blowing to me. I have never actually seen this type of chart before. But what did you say that the EPA standard for? Each pass attempt?
I believe so.
So Joey Aguilar is the orange and Nico is the other color. So if you can see this right here, you see success rate is at the top. You got lost turnovers right here to the kind of like 2:00. Sack rate, rush, pass EPA, late down EPA, early down EPA, explosive rate, and then each EPA just per play. The two categories I want y'all to look at is the explosive rate and the each pass attempts per play. Look at how much further down the line Joey was in explosives in 2024 with a worse roster. With the worst roster, y'all. The roster was worse than he had in 2023, and his explosive rate was almost 2 times Nico's. Even the sack rate, he took more sacks and had more explosive. Make that make sense. Dylan, make that make sense. How you take more sacks and still have more explosive plays.
It wasn't just more sacks. It was triple the amount of sacks that Nico took.
Triple, bro. And still have more explosive plays. That shows me a lot. That shows me that buddy Nico was scared out there, bro. Scared. Each pass attempt per play, he dubbed Nico almost right here. The late downs where we struggled so bad in 2024. You knew if it was 3rd and 11, we was running it, bro. Everybody knew, or we was going to throw a little drag or a 5-yard comeback route. Like, what is that going to do on 3rd and 11? Joey, late down EPA per play, almost another triple Nico. As far as 3rd and longs, late downs, making the right read and play and converting. Joey Aguilar, I just thought that this was interesting, bro. I think that this is a great picture of what you're getting. Yes, this is concerning as far as the turnover rate, right? Like, understood. But guys, the explosives are enough for me. The explosives are enough to get me ready to go. So when you see something like that and you know that that guy's on your team, how can you not roll him out there?
You got to.
There's not a world where I think Joey Aguilar doesn't start for Tennessee.
No.
And we find out Wednesday how this thing starts.
Yeah. I mean, I have every hope in the world that Joey is going to be rolling with the ones. Because, I mean, and anybody that's so sick and tired of this pound the rock offense that we've had the last 2 years, and they want to get back to 22, Joey's the guy you need to be rooting for if that's what you want back. Yeah. Because not only, I mean, you look at the explosives and you look at how many times that he does test the defense. That's a guy that's not going to care about his stat sheet at the end of the game like certain other quarterbacks that we've had. He's just focused on winning the game. That's what we want as fans. We don't care how many interceptions you throw as long as we win the game. I'll trade a couple more interceptions for that.
I will too. Man, average 2 a game. Bro, you got 2 interceptions a game and 300 yards? I don't care.
Nope.
Nobody cares. Because that defense is going to bail you out like they bailed us out all year last year. How did defense bail us out so much last year and we still couldn't score points? Golly, bro. I watched that first half of the Florida game, and, dude, I had to turn it off how bad it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was so bad. Time after time, chance after chance to put points on the board, and Nico couldn't do it, bro.
And we won that game.
And we won. That's crazy, bro. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable that we won that game. But
yeah.
Who do y'all think will be QB1 for Tennessee, man? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. It's hard for me to not see that it's Joey Aguilar, man. Like, there's nothing about this that tells me otherwise. There's no way. No way, right?
No way.
Y'all tell me what you think. Put it in the chat. run this thing up, man. We'll be back live on Wednesday night, man. We are going to be talking all about fall camp, the kickoff of fall camp. We'll have a lot of press conferences to talk about. We're going to sit there, like I said, and watch Josh Heupel's press conference together, talk about some of the highlights of it, talk about some of the lowlights, talk about some of the things that we weren't expecting him to say. It's going to be a fun night, man. We're going to have all the guys back with us on Wednesday, man. Y'all, on Wednesday, we'll be almost 30 days away. Ooh. That made me want to just turn up some turn-up music, but I can't because I don't want this video to get flagged. So, y'all, man, we can't wait to be back with you live on Wednesday night. Y'all know what to do, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel, y'all. Join. We had 2 people join the channel over the weekend. They all in Discord learning about what's going on. We about to have a lot of news pop out. We hope Boo Carter reports tomorrow, and then we'll take it from there. But, man, Deal, you got anything, bro, before we wrap?
It's all from me.
Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back live here on Wednesday night. For my guy Dylan, it's Ruck in the building. We'll see y'all Wednesday.